Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Jets.
Set to kick off.
3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On first down, it's Darnold. And incomplete to open things up.
I think he's got to be... Careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, D.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route.
That's good.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Darnold completes it, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Darnold. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
2nd down and goal. Darnold. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry for Josh Jacobs. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Raider first down, 17 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Tua now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. on play action. Here's Tua. Reception here by Ruggs. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Complete to Henry Ruggs.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Complete to
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. And a Las Vegas first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to get out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 7-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Darnold down to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Intercepted.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now Tua. The quick slant caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Las Vegas. That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot to have the top off the wagon. Lay back. 53.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
The 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs, and this time he is in. Yes. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And he's got it up and through.
The score, Raiders 7, Jets 3. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold from the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Here's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. He'll let this go deep. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
Good.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete here.
Darnold.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Trying to lay one up deep. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This is taken at the 23. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
There he goes, right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Complete to
Henry Ruggs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Darnold. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
49-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
The running back.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Trying to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On second down, Jacobs. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa to a hit, and the ball is out. And the Jets have recovered. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
I'm going back to you.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Open man is Denzel Mims. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that
and oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Play action, now it's Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Don't get nervous. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. I got it. I got it. Lady.
Second down and 10, Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the 50, it's Darnold. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
To the air again, Darnold. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Right there. 54, Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready. Mike's 5-4. Man, 80. Mike's 5-4.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ready. 45. Check, Mike, 45. Hey, we got to get the stop here, D. 45. 45. Mike, 45. Get the ball. 52 blast.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Looking to pass. Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. He's going to fire deep for Ratley. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe.
Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Second and 12 at the 18-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Play action. It's Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Able to connect to Mims. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first and 10, Darnold. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To throw again on second down. Darnold looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Darnold's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop.
Darnold's pass.
That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Once again, it's Jacobs, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Tackle made.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Throwing on on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
25 yards. And the Las Vegas.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
To number 88. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 32.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Damian Ratley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
For the extra point.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. After the turnover, it's Tua. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That goes for a gain of 31.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they try the right side here. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a three-score game, though, fourth quarter. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his three-score deficit. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From his own goal line, Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack on first down, Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
It's a gain of 5.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 23.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. He'll drop this one down to Freeman. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Darnold from the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Today's